Hey guys, this is Arkelle here, and right off the bat, like I know it feels like I do this in every video, like the start of every video, but really I just really have to apologize. I'm so sorry to all you guys who patiently are waiting for me to make videos that the things that are out of my control just seem to happen and cause delays, and I really deeply apologize for that. Of course, if you guys do ever want to keep in touch with me and be up to date with everything that's going on with me, all the important stuff and such that I don't really want to make videos on just because things change and all that. But anyway, if you guys ever do want to keep in touch with me, I do have a Twitter, of course, so for any of you guys who have already followed me on Twitter, you guys already know what has all been going on. But yes, I have not had the greatest beginning of this year, unfortunately. I had planned for it to go so much better, but it just seems like so many things are going wrong, and when it rains it pours, story of my life. But anyway, yes, I had meant to get this posted a lot sooner, but unfortunately, right as I was finally getting to finish it, my computer broke, and that scared me to death. You guys have no idea. Well, I'm actually probably do. Anyone who has a YouTube channel or does art these days, whether you're mainly a traditional artist or a digital artist, like having a computer, your personal computer, is so important. From scanning art to editing it to editing videos to posting videos. It's such a vital part of the whole artistic process. And yeah, not having a computer was really terrible, but luckily it was not fatal to my computer. My computer was not dead forever, it was just a little bit broken, so I had to go out and get fixed. Because if it had been broken, that would have just been the worst, but I don't even want to talk about that. Anyway, so I do deeply apologize that this has been a little bit delayed. Of course, if you can probably tell by the title, but this is my monthly series drawing for the month of March, which I know it is May right now. I know, calm down guys, I'm getting to that. Like I said, I had meant to post this a few weeks earlier, but my computer broke, so I had meant to post it in April, and I decided that it would be a little bit better for me, just sort of like inspiration wise and such, to go ahead and post the previous monthly drawing in the next month. And the reason for that is because I feel like I have a better sort of understanding or feeling and emotions that I get for a certain month after I've already experienced it, if that makes sense. Because a lot of these I already have ideas for, but at the same time, I don't know, it's hard for me to really plan out drawings sometimes, especially ones that are very they involve the environment and such, you know what I mean? So I don't know, I just feel like it gives me a better feeling and inspiration and such when I've sort of experienced the month and can reflect on it more so than just my own ideas for that month in general, which I still do, but you know what I mean. Anyway, hopefully that makes sense. I'll probably explain it better on DeviantArt where this is posted. And of course, as always, if you guys do ever want to read a little bit of information about this drawing or any of my other drawings, I will of course link the post of it on my DeviantArt, which is where I explain my characters and drawings and such, because I can't do that in videos. It's too awkward. Feels super unnatural, but regardless. Anyway, so I'll probably elaborate that a little bit better, but hopefully you guys understand what I mean. So from this point on, I do plan on posting my monthly series drawing in the next month following. So I will be posting April's drawing hopefully sometime here soon, since it is pretty much almost done. I just have the rest of the coloring to do, but it's very close to being finished in my realm of art anyway. But yes, hopefully that should be done pretty soon, and I do plan on posting that as soon as possible. But the drawing for May for example, will be posted next month. So you guys kind of get the idea, hopefully. I just felt like that worked better. It was originally like what I had planned to do when I started this series, but when thinking about it, I thought like, man, I really don't want to post December's drawing, you know, the end of the year, December's drawing in January. So that's still an issue, which is kind of upsetting to me. So I think when December comes, I will be posting that final drawing in December, just because I don't want to post it in January of the next year. But for all the other months aside from that one, I think I will do it, you know, post the previous month's drawing in the next month, if that makes sense. Hopefully I'm articulating this properly, but anyway, I'm rambling. But it is so nice to have my computer back and to be drawing again and be able to talk to you guys and post videos and all that good stuff. It's amazing. Like, you really don't know how much you truly take it for granted until it's sort of taken away from you, if that makes sense. Because like I said, a computer is so vital to the art that I do, and probably to the art that most people do nowadays. Again, even if you're a traditional artist, you have to scan your work, you know, you have to edit it and crop it and all that kind of stuff with the computer. So not having it, I really couldn't get any of the drawings that I wanted to get done. And I debated whether or not I would just go ahead and, you know, just finish this drawing, because it was halfway done when my computer broke, or more than halfway actually. I debated, you know, just finishing the drawing and posting it whenever my computer was fixed, or borrowing a computer to post it. But then I realized that, oh, I can't do that, because then I'll have like a big hole where March should be, you know, on my videos for my YouTube channel. You know, I'll have, you know, January, February, and then it'll go to April if my computer had been fixed. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. That's super terrible. And I already had, you know, like 75% of the video done anyway, so I did not want to do that. So, hopefully you guys understand the wait. I figured you guys would appreciate a video more than just the drawing and whatever. So, even if it was a little bit later. But, yes. It's great, like, I wouldn't say it's great, but it's like, I don't know, it's like a refreshing feeling, I guess, when, like, like when you're forced to not do something that you love, you kind of gain a little bit more respect for it, and in turn, like, you become inspired to do it again, if that makes sense. Like, not that I was ever not inspired to draw, but sometimes you just get into little periods where you're just like, you don't have as much inspiration, even if you have all the tools right in front of you, you know. That's kind of way, like, artists are, I guess. But having, you know, your tools, in a sense, taken away from you, when you get them back, you're like, oh my god, yes, I want to draw! So at least that part of it is really good. Since I had to take a few weeks off and I couldn't really finish anything at all, aside from just doodles and sketches and whatever, but I couldn't really, you know, do any serious stuff. Now that I have my computer back and everything's running again, I'm like super inspired and just so happy to draw again. You have no idea. But yes, anyway, so I'm rambling still, but yes, I did actually want to talk a little bit about this drawing, not the character or anything like that, or the symbolism. Again, that's a little bit too hard for me to explain. Words are not my strong suit, but I did actually have a question, of course, like I usually try to have in my videos these days, and then to preface that, I have a little bit of a story, I guess you could say, and that is, in this particular drawing, I had a lot of sort of, like, I guess, conflict with exactly the way I wanted it to be colored and the sort of feel that I wanted it to have. And, like, I had to do a lot of trial and error for exactly the feeling and look that I was going for. And lately I've noticed that a really good thing to do, which I haven't done before, is when I'm doing traditional art, once I have the line art done, like the sketch and the line art, I go ahead and either like scan or take a picture of that line art and put it into like a digital program, like Paint Toolsai or one of those kind of things. And I've been sort of like making mock-ups of the idea of coloring that I want to do, which I'm sure a lot of people probably do, but for me it was just never something that I really, I don't know, that was never really something, like, I'm not much of a planner when it comes to like coloring and such. Like, I have to usually when I do all of my traditional drawings, I think I've mentioned this before, but I kind of am just like, you know, go with the flow when it comes to choosing colors and coloring and all that kind of stuff. A lot of people I know, they make like thumbnail sketches, like basic colors and stuff like that. Like they'll do tiny versions of their drawings and, you know, just block fill in colors, or, you know, like go on the computer and just like look at the color wheel and stuff and mix around colors and whatever, and just get a really like solid feel for what they want to do. But for me, I am definitely not like that at all. I usually don't ever do thumbnails of what I'm coloring. It's just I have an idea in my mind and I have the pencils in my hand and now I'm going to try it. And if it fails, I tried. I'm really like go with the flow in that kind of sense, and that's really not a good idea by any means. I'm not saying that you should do that, but that's kind of just the way my artistic mind and being sort of works. But so my question, I guess, for you guys, especially for those of you who do traditional art, because I think it's much more of a process in a way, it's more permanent, I should say. What is sort of like what is your like planning process when it comes to coloring your drawings? Like, say you have a line art going and you're just about ready to color it. What do you do before you color it? Do you do those little thumbnail sketches like I was talking about, like, you know, planning out block colors or whatever? Do you just like gung-ho like me and just be like, welp, YOLO? Oh, I can't believe I said that, but you know what I mean. So do you like YOLO it, or do you really like plan what you're doing? Do you find yourself like redoing the same like sketch over and over again? Like, I know a few times I started on a coloring and I've essentially just had to just scrap it completely, and thank goodness that I'll save a copy of that line art so I can do it again. But yeah, sort of just tell me what you guys go through when you do drawings, especially for those of you who do traditional art, because it really is a much more permanent process. Like when you do digital art, a lot of times, you know, you just do a bunch of different layers and you test things out and see what is really working for you. But for traditional art, that's a lot different. You really have to have a solid idea or really go with your gut when it comes to coloring. So just let me know what you guys do in regards to that. I will rewrite the question in the description, so again, if my articulating is terrible as always, hopefully it will make more sense in the little description box below. But yes, I am so sorry, like I said, for being absent from making videos on this channel and my other channel as well. Like, I am so super sorry. A lot of things have just been going on that have just really put a damper on the things that I want to do, which is awful. But yes, hopefully things are fine for now, and yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoy this drawing. I usually never say this about my drawings, but I'm actually really quite fond of this one, so yeah. I hope that you guys like it too, and I hope you guys thought the video was worth it, even though you had to wait for those few extra weeks, but I hope you guys think it's worth it. Yeah. So anyway, oh, I feel so bad, but yes, thank you guys, as always, so very much for watching. I have a lot of other things, videos, drawings that I am working on, and hopefully will post as soon as possible. But yes, thank you guys so very much for watching, and bye. Oh, just gets more awkward.